Use your EV meter and histogram. What these do is help you make sure that your image is properly exposed. So how do you read the EV meter and the histogram? The EV meter will have a bunch of numbers. There will be 0 in the middle, +1, +2, +3, and then -1, -2, -3 on the left side. If your little arrow is hanging out on the left side, then you're kind of underexposing your image and you're going to start to lose the shadow detail. And if the little arrow is hanging out on the, I don't know what way this is on camera, I think it's flipped. But if it's hanging out on the right side, then your photo is going to be slightly overexposed. And the further you go to the left or the right, you're losing more and more data in the highlights or shadows. So the histogram is essentially the same way. The further that blob gets to the right, the more overexposed your image is. If it at all touches that right side, you've completely clipped your highlights. And if it touches the left side, you've clipped your shadows. In other words, you've lost detail in the highlights or the shadows. Now, proper exposure on the histogram and the EV meter will vary depending on what you're shooting and what you need to expose for.